Alright, next question, number 33. 33. For what values of x is the function f of x equals 5 plus 15x plus 6x squared minus x cubed decreasing? What values is this decreasing? Well, decreasing, I'm immediately thinking about slope, right? My slope tells me whether my function's increasing or decreasing. So I take f prime of x, 5 disappears, I get 15 plus 2 down, so that's 12x minus 3x squared. Alright, cool. So that's the derivative of my function. Now my question is, where is it decreasing? Well, in order to figure out where this is decreasing, I have to find the regions where this is less than 0. Okay? Well, at this point, I can look through my answer choices and see that like 1 and 5 is kind of a region of interest. So I probably have zeros at 1 and 5, which I could factor this out and solve for this, or at negative 1 and 5 rather. Oh, well, actually, they're kind of different, huh? All right, so let's solve for the zeros of this function. So to solve for the zeros of this function, I get negative 3x squared plus 12x plus 15 equals 0. Okay, I'm going to divide by negative 3 to make my life easier, and I get x squared minus 4x minus 5 equals 0. I FOIL that out and I get x minus 5 and x plus 1 equals 0. So my zeros are clearly at x equals negative 1 and x equals positive 5. So if I want to find where it's decreasing, I just negative 1 and 5. Now the only danger here is, since I divided by a negative to solve for my zeros, I can't plug it into this one. I would be tempted to just plug it right in here, but if I want to test to find the regions where the derivative is positive or negative, since I divided by a negative, it's going to throw off my whole thing. So I can't just plug it in here, I got to plug it into my original one. So I'm going to try 0 first because it's the easiest, and that's positive. Okay, alright, and then I try like 6, and I get 15 plus 72 minus 36 times 3 is what, 108? So 72 minus 108, this is definitely going to be negative here. And then I'll try negative 2, for instance. Negative 2 squared is 4 times negative 3 is negative 12. This is going to be negative 24. Negative 24 minus 12 is negative 36. That's negative as well. Okay, so it's clearly decreasing when x is less than negative 1, or also when x is greater than 5. Cool. That's the answer, right? So that's the answer is D. Got it. Cool. Now, at the same time as you can do all this, you can use your calculators on this section. So what I recommend is you just plot it in your calculator. You graph the function, you graph this function in your calculator. And then you look at it and see, where is my slope negative? And once I figure out where my slope is negative, then I say, okay, now I look at my answer choices. Oh, okay, it's D. You know, you just plot the function, figure out where the slope is negative, look at it and say, oh, it's negative when x is less than negative 1 or when x is greater than 5. And if you want to pull up a plot, I would recommend that. Plot this on your graphing calculator now while you're watching this video and see for yourself, hey look, the slope is negative when x is less than negative 1 and when x is greater than 5. And that's your answer right there. Okay, so hope you got it. See you in the next video.